Let's have a look. How is this glorious day today? And I'm looking down the wrong end of my ship for some reason. Why am I looking down the wrong end of my ship? Was there something of interest down there? I don't know. But I'll turn around in a second. Once I have clipped on... Oops. Ugh. Even when you set it to the right setting, it still decides it doesn't want to be setting on the setting that it's on. Oh. And that's the message there. So hello and welcome to Not Friday. I be in a Corvette. Now, if you've got any questions, you can, and you're watching this as a video, and you're not going to be joining live, then by all means, leave a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So, here I am. I am flying. Another reason I've not revealed the ship yet, but we will get to that. I need to work out where the planet was behind me. It's down, it's down. Here we are, planet's here. I will do a proper reveal. Where's the... Oh, there it is. There it is. Such a convenient base name, isn't it? Oh, planetary interference. I am close enough that it is not going to let me do that. So, as it says, it's going to take just short of a minute. I'll boost in a minute. I'm just sorting my drink out, because you've got to have a drink. In the words of a certain well-known film, smoke if you've got them, except smoking's bad for you, so have a drink instead. Right, let's get the right way round. Let's come on down. So we are back with our Star Destroyer. There she is. She's looking good. I am also completely way too low. As you can see, there's two. She's long enough that I've got two save beacons on her. Mainly because of all the work that's been getting done. I have done some work on engines. I've been sizing up the top edge to allow for the placement of the the command deck and everything, the upper decks, if I can stop my ship. I'll tell you what, there you go. So you can see the various, there you go, that window there. So we've got the various command deck pieces. I've been working out the front pieces, getting ready for it. Hello there, Wolfie. How are you doing on this fine Not Friday? Hopefully the weather with you is better than it is here. Sunny but cold. As you know, it's that kind of time of year, isn't it, really? Right, I need to move a little further forward. I will do a proper reveal of the Corvette in a little bit. Let's move forward. No, the weather's just as bad. Oh, well, you know. Right. Actually, I should land. I need to land this because I don't want it to accidentally... No, it's not going to do it, is it? Right, hang on. We will... I will do a proper reveal of the ship. Oop, of my Corvette. I'm going to pull it over here. There we go, we're landing. And of course, the one thing you notice is we're still quite high up. So, oop. Tell you what, I will drop me back to third person, because I always use build cam anyway. And I will keep the ship behind me. I'll just walk into that pillar. You know, I deliberately thought, oh, I won't worry about that. But I was talking to engines engines. And if I go into build, you can see the size of the wire, because I had to do some supersizing. Unfortunately, this is done with the secondary base glitch that you do, which is very easy to do. There's a lot of people cover it. I haven't deleted off the thing yet, but we will go and have a look at what has been going on. I did put that there. I haven't actually hooked it up because I haven't got the basis yet of the thing. Right, so if I stand there, let's go to camera mode. So these are the primary engines. I've only got 2 in place at the minute, and we're going to put the 3rd one in, so you'll be able to see how well that does. And of course then we've got to fit the smaller ones in, but that actually means shrinking down one of these, shit, I can't even remember what those things are called. But that's what I've used for these. And here's an annoying little twist. They don't line up. They're perfectly placed. They're perfectly central. But the grid formation on the bottom is offset by 2 squares, which is really annoying. So obviously the engines, which are oversized and black, are basically just... There's a normal one. That's a shrunk down one. That's a normal sized lab light. Hi there, Star. Hope you're doing well, having a fun day. This is how big you make it by doing the normal upscale. You don't even have to wire glitch it. That's a normal upscaled part. And then we get the bigger version. So, I mean, that one's 3 times the height of a normal one. This one is just short of 3 times because I didn't make it full sized because of where it was fitting. And the ones on the side are still poking into the hull slightly, but not an issue. And like I say, the map room, or whatever the hell it's called, I can't remember what it's called, that's what's giving the glow on the engines. So, and I've got to get the engines in before I do the rest of the tower, because the rest of the tower is a pain. I also had to do a little redo of the redo, because at the back here, these, I had in the side of the recess for this lower level. Went to put this side in, didn't match up. Something, one of the squares was out of place, and therefore it nudged it by a half increment in the wrong direction, which I think is just rude. I mean, how dare it, you know. Anyway, so, and that's obviously going to be the back of where the support brace or buttress or back end of the tower is going to be, and all we did was extend. I mean, that's still at an angle. It needs leveling. Well, actually, it probably doesn't need leveling because it's going to go up in line with the thing. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So what we do need is, as you can see, we've got the various pieces here. Now these lamps go on backwards, right? So you can see them sticking through here, but what we actually do, and you can see the wire now that I'm in proper build mode, that's where we're sticking it, basically. That is where we stick it. So, distance across, that is literally one wall in between. I'm going to have to move that. No, I'll just get rid of it. So we've got the one wall in between them, we've got that bit there and that bit there. I've got to try to remember exactly what the spacing is. That's the one in between, that's the one in between, so it's right. It's 1.5 walls across from the thing, so That's the one there, that's there, that's there. This is sticking out, so it's basically halfway there. So the way to make sure we get it right is that. Then we can and if we look there, that's 1.5 out as well, like so. Put that there. Right, and then we need our wooden floor. I mean, everyone knows the routine now when it comes to setting up the base wire. Get the short wall, drop a short wall, try to get your fingers to work. There we go. Right, because if we look, that's where that is. So it's actually, it's not down, is it? It's up. Is it up one wall? I can never remember. You'd have thought I'd have had my spacing done better, but come on. Right, so it's that one. Right, so it's halfway up the wall. Right, so what I need to do is 1, 2, take it to there, take that one, 1, 2, take it to there. So, and don't forget to scratch the itch on your nose. Ah, the joys. Right. We have to make sure we get this kind of right. Because the big problem is trying to make sure we get all of the pieces put in place when it comes to putting the thingy-magoos, there you go, that's a good one. So what we basically have to do is try to drop the wire in, because you can't drop the wire in when the things. Get rid of all the parts, then put in the oversized thing, which involves putting in a wall, like so. And you can see that wire is not in the way, right? There's no wire in the way, so that allows us to do our drop of the thing. Ooh, fun and games. That one is actually taken backwards, isn't it? I forgot about that. So that wire's a holding point. Because one of them you have to do in one direction, and the other one you have to do in the other direction. So I mean, that gives you an idea of going to there, but we're actually going to go up above. So we don't actually need that one at the minute. Let's go to there. Oh shit, I didn't lock the piece in. Stupid person. Right. That's why there was the other garage point on there. So we now go back to, oops, come on. There we go. Put that one there. Put that one there. Then we can remove, remove, remove. Draw that up to there. Okie doke, here we go. Nothing to duplicate because I was too far away. Right, here we go. Oh, hang on a minute. No, do this the correct way. Right, so. Save part. Duplicate that oversized wire. Spin back round. It all makes sense in the end. Oh, I didn't remove the fucking flaws. Right, okay. Right. Now that I've removed the flaws, save the part, duplicate the wire. It'll be a lot easier to place the other engines. That's the good news about it. Make sure we're not on the clicky point. Then line it up. So it is a kind of a free placement, this one. And this is what it looks like to be inside one of the lights. So I need to come out of build mode, go back into build mode. There we go. Remove that. Remove that. Where is it? I've lost it. There it is. Copy that. And there we go. We now have all three of the main engines in place, all nicely in a line. You see? All nicely in a line. I'll give a little clue as well to my ship. Can I do? Oh look, there it is. There's my ship. Oh, there's the ship. Right. I'm going to remove that. We've still got our extra wires in case something glitches and decides to cause a problem. Excuse me. Right. That's where we move round. I'll put this up here. So we can move on to the front bit of the thing. Like I say, some people have been doing some really crazy things. I have seen the video. I saw the video. Mike actually posted a link the day after I'd seen this video. This guy who's a game developer, he used 2,000. Hang on a minute. Where are they? Here you go. He used 2,000 of these panels. These things, which I mean, you can do all sorts of things with these. They are a really good piece. And I mean, the thing we've got a problem with, of course, is the fact that Hello Games won't give, when we're doing Corvette building, they don't give us a free cam when we're doing the decorating, which is a real pain. And as a result, and he's not snapping parts in place because they don't let you use wires to do any of it. So it's not perfect. There are misaligned panels. And I don't know how long he spent. The basic shape didn't actually take that long. It's the getting everything to line up sort of thing. And he did a Star Destroyer. And we're not talking the using a save editor to take a base and drop it on top of a Corvette. He literally built it. And then once he'd got, because he made like a long line with then a squat plus sign at the back attached to what he needed to for the engines, got all of these panels made and that. And it was amazing what he did. I don't know if you've seen it. Like I say, Mike UK posted a link in about 3 different Discords. But it was really good. I mean, if you'd spent a bit more time and we had the build camera, then yeah, it would have looked absolutely fucking stunning. I mean, it's amazing anyway. And the cockpit view is abysmal, but that's down to how they do stuff. I mean, I would try to see if I could get the cockpit in the top of the tower. The problem is, of course, teleporters still don't work. So even though you can place extra teleporters and you've got the cables, it doesn't work. So big pain in the backside. But yeah, yeah. Well, I thought it was really funny that it was probably, let's see, I'd watched the video, so it was probably around about 12 to 14 hours after I'd seen it, and I suddenly saw the message, and well, as soon as I saw the thumbnail for the video, I thought that's the one I was watching, because I'd watched it in the evening and he spammed it in the morning, I think. But damn good video, needless to say. Brilliant video. So, spacing. This lower level was going... that's if I'd used 45 degrees, it would be there. If I was doing triangles, it is there. So I did a circle and put it to here to get my leading edge. And then you can use it, this weird step contraption, because it's all on the correct angle, allows me to then just continue the design back as I need it. So the one thing I can do is get rid of these pieces, because obviously I now have to do a slight tilt using that angle. I'm going to leave the center wire in place. They still unfortunately they haven't fixed ever since the previous, was it the previous one or the one before that, updates. All of a sudden the snap point would appear disconnected from the end of the wire. So the end of the wire is in the center of the screen where my cursor point is, but that's where it's actually showing you the link piece. So, you know, it is what it is. Damned annoying for one thing. Right, but what I do need is if I put that piece there, and I'll just copy you to there, because I'm going to need to use you in a minute. If I can just, just sit there. Right, and let's just, I'll get rid of all of those. So, but yeah, that video also gave me an idea about, I was thinking about how to do some of the lights and try to make it look like some of the windows were in place. And I'm thinking recess it, using some glitching to recess, I can use something he used on that, do it on this. So here we are. I just realized I got rid of that small square. And what I should have done, no, what I should have done is actually move it. So that's there, that's there. Right, now I can get rid of that wire. Then we like so. And I've got to try to remember now the no, you did not do that properly. Why did you not do that properly? Yeah, because it's twisted, because I've got to start from scratch. Don't you hate it? It remembered the shape from the other side. Right, okay. Not a problem. At least that square's in place, alright. Right. And then we go over to our garage door. More people probably use garage doors for glitching than they actually use them for garage doors. Right, now I have to try to remember what piece I had. I don't want that one there, I want that. Because I have to try to remember which way around is that the one? I think that is actually the one, isn't it? Right, let's go to half wall. There, there, long wall. Right, just short of there, just short of there. Yep, there you go. So that now lines up with that onto that. I think that lines it up. Does that line it up? Yes, because that's just back from the thing, and that is just back from the thing. Right, so that's where the first one goes. There we go. And if I get a view from the top, there we go. So now I've got that. So now I can do the same trick as I've done here. Because I did 1.5. Like so. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And then that goes like so. That lined up properly. Yeah, that's lined up. So if I can just confirm that by, hang on. There we go. Yeah, because you can see that one's dug in, that one's dug in. They're right there to the same point. Then we need another 1, 2, 3, 4 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I need to lift up like so, and that one goes like so. This is how I was trying to get the top pieces aligned up, because you have to do a little jiggery pokery. When you build it up from the layer below, you then have to shuffle them back across. So the top layer might be still slightly out, but we'll see. But anyway, as you can see, that is now there, and that's the top layer. So each of these 3 points is where I'm going to be doing it. This line here is where it comes out to, which is nice. Hopefully everyone's having a reasonable day today. I say reasonable just because I know that not everyone will be having fun. Right. That goes there. I want that to tip backwards by... How many do I want it to go backwards down? Lean backwards by 1, lean backwards by 2. Probably by 1. Is 1 going to do enough? We'll see how that does. We'll see how that does. so. So if I now go back to that, and we pop that onto there. I just realised I actually need that to be somewhere else. Because if you don't have it running straight, it don't bloody work. Right. Remove that. Put that there. Put that there. Then we drop that one there. Then we remove that one. We go there. Right. We could just stick... Are we going to continue with the floors or shall we use a wall? The walls are probably too high, aren't they? But we'll try a wall first. We will see how the walls fare. That didn't work. Right, I need it to lean further back as well. I also need to find out where the hell that wall's gone. Because it's not here. Uh-oh. We have an emergency wall situation. Is it in the corridor? No. That means, is it under here? No. Oh, bollocks. Is it sticking out the underside of the ship? There you go. Get rid of you. Where is it? Where is it? That's the problem. Right, so we do need it to actually go 2. So put that there. I need to get rid of that. Right. I'm not sure whether I actually like the use of the wall, but we'll go for the wall again. Oh, hang on. It's not textured anymore. Typical. Right, there we go. Nope, still not happy. It's going to have to go up again, tilt back. Actually, if it goes back one more, it might... It might be enough to literally be good enough for what we need. Every time I've gone switch to switch, it's now changing the colour on me. That's annoying. So. There we go. So that's got a reasonable lean. Should I lean it further? Do you think I should lean that further? Fuck it, let's find out what happens when I lean it further. That did not work. Get rid of the... bits. Copy. Drag it up to there. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay. We grab the wall again. And there we go. That's leaning nicely. I do feel that it needs to be dropped. So if I snap that there, then like so, remove, copy, come on, just line up with the down wall, come on, there you go. Right, remove that. Is that going to fit? And now it looks like it's too low. But I do like the fact that it's there a bit better. Let's have a look. How much is it out by? And the answer is not much. Right, okay. So if I to level that flat again would be from there to there. That's not going to give us our edge. Right. Give me the small square. Right, so that's there. Yeah, let's add one more. Can I actually? Is it going to let me snap that over another one, or is it just going to be a? Yeah, so that line on the wall shows you it's going to stick out quite a lot. So half of a short wall, or lie it down more. Well, we will lie it down more. Let's just pop you there a second so I can then remove you. There we go. So that does then bring it to there, which is better. Then I just need to get the camera view sorted. Yeah, there we go. Put that there. Put that there. Bring that line to there. And right. So now, if I need to pop you there. Ooh, it lifts it too much. Oh, that's annoying. I thought that was going to be a nice even run. Working in three-dimensional space. What a packer. Right, so yes. So you can see actually compared to the line in the background. That's the area we're working on. Right. So the question is, it's about a half, isn't it? If I remove that. And then I go to a light box. This is where it's going to go really, really bad. Right, there's the halfway line, which is now not in alignment to where I want it. How do you rotate it round? Oh, what a dingleberry, I've just realised. Right. Copy. Why aren't you snapping on the top of that? Oh, what? Will they ever fix short walls? That is the other thing. Right. Let's do that. Copy. Come on. Come on. No. Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to do that, then remove that, then post that there. Then take it to that. Then remove that. Copy and remove that. There we go. Right. Now, copy, remove. Right, now we've got that. Now we can remove them. Then we go back to that. There we go. So if I then use full squares for the others, I can actually bring that round at the right size. Because that has to come all the way out to the side here. So I will get rid of this, get rid of those pieces. There we go, that's almost over to the side. Then you can put those down there. Because, I mean, obviously that's just going to cause too much of an overlap. So I will have to wiggle jiggle on the thing. Because everybody likes a wiggle jiggle. Right, so those are our lean points at there. Yes, when I go back down to the Corvette, I do have a question for Wharfie. There's also a little fly buzzing around, which is really fucking annoying. Right, let's pop that there. That did not copy the piece that it was meant to copy, but never mind. Right, now I have to try to remember. So it's 3.5 up and 5 for the lean. So the lean is there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will take us down to the bit we need. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 6. It's 6. Right. So this will run a lot tidier now. Right, so I can put that to there. Then copy the short wall. Now I've got to try to remember. Oh, yes, I've got to make sure it's pointing that way, haven't I? Right. Right, 1. Like that. Hello there, Marty. How you doing? That did not go where I wanted it. And then... Right, so I actually ran the line from there. Right, so I've got to run the line from over there. Thanks, Wolfie, for dropping the links there. Well, I'll tell you what, before we continue too far, let us go and have a look at the Corvette for today. Because I also realised I haven't coloured the engine in correctly. So I can still never get the oversized parts glitched in right with the right colour. It's weird. Okay, here we go. So today's Corvette is a very special design. I have an Imperial Walker. I just thought this would mild muse. I didn't spend long on this. The feet are actually 3 pieces. A reactor, a landing pad, and a Speedbird thingy. The legs are cargo pods. You can't mount circles on the sides of the things. It's really annoying because you can't wire glitch shit. Then we've got like the cockpit bit. A little bit of extra panels. Those panels are useful, but again, you can't... There's no free camera mode. You know, I will go into... you know, the free cam building would be a lot nicer if we could do that. So yeah, there we go. Let's put some light on the situation because it is quite dark. Oh, that was a really good move. Let's put the sunlight over there, shall we? No, it's still not what it's that time of day. But here's a question for you. Here is a question for you, and it is really, really serious, right? How do you tell the sex of your Imperial Walker? How do you tell the sex of your Imperial Walker? Right? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Does anyone have an idea on how you check the sex of an Imperial Walker? And you can see the 3 pieces of feet, which are quite good. I mean, unfortunately, I suppose I could use more of those panel things to make like the nubble bits for the feet, though. Warfy's guess, they're binary. Actually, it's a lot easier than that, right? They're a lot easier, because all you have to do is look and see if it's got a pair of balls, you see. That's it. If it's got a pair of balls, it's a boy, you see. What about that? This is a male Imperial Walker. I couldn't help it. But it just fly past the testicles, it'll be fine. There's a couple of floor panels, unfortunately, that do stick through the floor. And if I go into camera mode now that I'm sat in here, because due to camera mode, you do end up having to like fly out the back. The shape's quite an interesting shape. I mean, it was just like hoying bits together. I thought, I'll do an approximate. This is the Mark 1. I am sure there are going to be other people out there think, hang on a minute, we can do better than that. Well, there you go. There's the challenge. Make an Imperial Walker. See if we do get those black circles, but I couldn't get them to sit in the right angle on the legs. So just by placing parts, wire glitching would be so much more fun. If we could do it on the decorating, even the free cam would mean we could get the parts placed better. I mean, it's just annoying that you're having to try to stand there on top of something and looking down. Yeah, but it flies funny. But other than that, it's yeah, it's a flying dog basically. And I just flew into the pillar that I walked into earlier. I mean, as you do, you know. Let's just walk into the pillar that I know it's been there. It's been longer than this. In fact, it's been here since about a week after the base tour of UASF's Millennium Falcon. Right. Meanwhile, back to building. Right. So, copy, delete. To there. No, you silly person. It's meant to be the top one. Right. Right, now I need the, wall. There we go. Of course, that one isn't far enough across. I'll have to shunt that across for the thing. Can I actually get another wall sat next to it? Is it going to let me click in another wall? It's not going to let me click in another wall, is it? It's great. It let me put one there, but it won't. Doesn't matter. Right, what we need to do is we're going to remove that. Then I need to pop that to there. No, hang on. I don't. I need the light box next. I need the light box. I've just thought I've pulled this one from this side and that one's being pulled from that side. That probably means this is going to put it on the wrong side. Yep, it has. Oh, I've got to pull it from that side. It's all to do with distance, you know. It's one of those weird things. Right. Remove the light box. Then No, I want a full-sized. That's it. Drop that to there. Now remove that one. Then we go back to the light box. Now this time it should point away. There you go, it points away. Now I pull up another one of them. And yeah, come on, fingers. Like so. And it means now if I grab, let's just grab a floor and see what it does. There you go. Yes. So that floor is now in the correct. And then we've got this last piece, which is a lot closer. This is going to be a bit, I need to move away from where I'm standing, because I need to remove that piece of floor. Move from the floor! Right. So that goes there, that's on there. If I put that one down, it's going to be too low, isn't it? Nah, fuck it, that'll do. That'll do nicely. I now just have to build all of this into this mix. That's going to be fun. But if it's in, it is in lime, so I'm going to, I say I'm going to cheat, but you know it's going to go wrong. You know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And that's number 6. Put you to there. Remove that. Copy that. 1, 2, 3. Remove. Copy. Hang on. That didn't work. There you go. Right, let's put that out there. No, you see, it didn't do it. It tipped it. Right, okay. That's weird, because that... Right, no, yes, it has to be... that. Like so. Then... like so. And then we can remove that. Then we grab the light box. And now it sits inside the thing properly. Right. So we've got that up to there. We now grab the wall. We grab another one of those. And we pop that to the light box. And then... there we go. So that will now skirt off in that direction. In fact, what I'll do is if I stick you there, where's the... pop that. there. There we go. That might actually only be a half as well. Like so. And see how it goes from there. But it is getting there. Obviously I've got to repeat all of this on the other side. But, you know. And then it's a case of working out at what point each piece turns. Because that's that bit. But then we have to draw a line for the next piece and for the very top piece. So the top piece is going to be probably, hang on. Yeah, that'll probably be to there. And this one will come out to there. If I can get all that lined up. Right, so that's there, that needs to shunt along a bit, which will drag that across and put it into place. Right. This is going to be fun. Right. Let's do it at this end, because it's probably going to be better to do it at this end. If I... There we go. Triangles. Now, how far across do I need to move that? Quite a chunk, actually. Quite a chunk indeed. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to do 3. Hello there, Mia. How are you doing? I will have to show you the Corvette, which others have been looking at. I will just do... I think this is going to require 3. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Because that's like a quarter, and this has to go at least a quarter over, doesn't it? Tell you what, let's there we go. Yes, that's fine. The quarter is how much that one has to move. That is good. That will do nicely. Right. This time I'm going to jump off the side. So, Mia, the question. The question is, Imperial walkers. Right. Today's Corvette is an Imperial walker. So I ask you, Mia, how do you know if it's a boy or a girl? Hello there, Teflon. How are you doing? So, like I say, Corvette. Is it a boy or a girl? How do you tell if it's a boy or a girl? I mean, I didn't take that long over building it. I could do better with the panels. I have actually built a base that allows me to climb up the side and tidy it. Ah, you see, Mia's already... Mia knows, you see. She's a woman of the world. Indeed. You see? There you go. It's a boy. You see? It's got balls. That's how you tell whether your Imperial walkers, male or female, so you can keep them apart during mating season. You know, because no one wants that kind of like clanking noise in the middle of the night, because if it leaves trails. What you mean, like when they're like, you see the dogs scratching their ass on the ground as they pull themselves forward. Someone did that, You've been to school, right? Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, you know, I mean, like a lot of animals, it keeps certain pieces within itself until it's required, but the balls just hang free. This is what people do. Yeah. Does it fly? Oh, hey. Well, I did technically land here, but, we will take a little detour from building, and I'll pop it into third person this time. I mean, the shadow on the ground is hilarious. But yeah, it does fly, and it flies reasonably well, actually. It's quite funny. I mean, if I do that... Hello there, Jay. There you go. Look, shadow. We've got a shadow. Yeah, these nuts do not show up on there. Yeah, it's. I mean, you can't really pull back very well. You can see its balls just about, but if I drop into camera mode, you can see. I mean, the fact that it takes off and it flies is just silly funny. If someone can work out how to get those black wheel cargo things to tilt 90 degrees, they're like little black discs. I could stick them on the sides and make them look like joints. But unfortunately, they don't. Used one of the standard undersided pieces on the cockpit to give that head the look. It's got the cannons on the side. Free cam building would be a lot better, which is why the panels on the side they're not right. But it's just to give that kind of size. And yeah, there's its balls kind of like hanging free. Looks like a couple of walnuts. Yeah, I mean, this is it. This was just... Woo! I think I just went into a cloud. I can't see shit. Whoops. It was just a case of doing something quick. I didn't want to spend too much time, but I have actually got a base that works. Funny enough, it was built before Corvettes were a thing, and it was actually positioned in such a way and built so if you could land a ship, a big ship like Corvettes, you could actually then work on them and climb around the whole ship, you see. So now that I realised I've still got the base, I can go back and redo all the sides, and yeah, make it a little bit chunkier if need be. Meanwhile, so yeah, there you go. I decided to have a Star Wars themed Corvette literally just for the build. I thought it made sense. Of course, it does mean that if I do another Star Trek build, I'm then going to have to do a Star Trek based Corvette, but that I have seen from what other people have done is actually very, very easy. Yeah, 20 to 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes including the decoration. And a lot of that is trying to work out which parts to use. So you've got no square pod sections, you've only got the circular pods. Sorting the feet out, oh my god, you put your landing feet down, you put your cargo pods on top of it, and they disconnect. The cargo pods become red state, so you can't use them. It's absolutely insane. So that's why the feet, like I say, they're a speed bird, a landing pad, and a generator, all in one. So you are able to overlap the various bits and pieces. Right. Let's stick that wall there. So I've got that. I now need to do that to there. I've also got to I just stuck a piece there where I didn't want a piece. Like I say, I'm still working on the idea of replacing some of these side panel pieces with the oversized blocks. Just need to sort the texturing out. Right, so yes, that is actually nicely done. So if I now go back to there, grab, stick, grab, stick, give me a garage doors there. Normally use the wooden parts, but hey, for now, you know. Are you accusing me of stuff again? Are you accusing me of stuff like that? Right. So there we go. That is the line we need. It doesn't quite match up there, but I'm going to stick something in the corners, so it's not going to be an issue. Right, hang on a minute. I need to lean it by... How much do I need to lean it by? 1, 2, 3. So let's try this and see if this works. Right, let's go. I'll take out that. Let's use a wall and... Yeah, come on. Close. But that does need lowering, doesn't it? That will need lowering. I think one more. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, better lean, but now it needs to drop by a light block. Not sure how well this one's going to work. Hang on a minute, I can't see. Because it'll have put it in the wrong place, won't it? It did put it in the wrong place, because I've still got to do the doohickey. Right, so I actually want to lower it. So I need, hang on a second. So we drop that in there. No, hang on a minute. Let's do this slightly better. No. Oh, come on, fingers. There we go. Onto there. Then drop that one back in for a second. Now this should, if I remember rightly, because I'm doing it from this side to there, then remove that, then give me the light block, and this should then point it away from me. Yeah. Because not only, it does give me that half lift or half drop, the problem is it moves it inwards a little bit. Got love these little extra bits. Although I've got to check to make sure that's straight. It is straight. Well, I could just lean it a little bit more, couldn't I? Fuck it, we're going to lean it a little bit more just because it's easier. That didn't work. There we go. It doesn't matter if it's got a little bit of an up stick, because I could use that for the what do you call it? Aiding with the lighting effect. Come on. Why? I think there's too much behind it. Let's get rid of you. There you go. Now it clips into place straight away. It does not like that piece of wood there. It's prioritizing that instead. So right, so let's have a look. That lean is 5th panel up is the lean. So if I do each one at a 5th up, because that one there is now slightly out. But that's not a problem, because what I do is if I remove that, and that one, and that one. Then we just grab another one of them. Come on. Like so. Drop that like so. And then we can grab that, get rid of it, put that there. and that's lined that one up with the top corner of that. It just sticks out on there. Now we can either shunt that backwards a little bit, which would be easy enough, using the same technique basically, or we could make use of it, but I think it's probably easier to actually just nudge it backwards. So we'll put that one in place first, and again we'll go to triangles. I'll just say triangles do make life a lot easier in well, they do when they snap and work properly, but you know. There we go. Drop that one in, remove, then pop that there, go back to that, remove, and there we go. And there we go. We're on to that, which then means we can just drop there, because that's already at halfway. So that one there is there. There's a slight curve, but luckily it's in our favour. That's a quarter move as well. A quarter move is 2 sets of triangles. So it does get dark on this planet quite a lot, doesn't it? One, 2, 3, 4. Let me do that. Stick that one there. Stick that one there. Stick that one there. Copy and delete that one out. And there. And then we remove these. And there you go. Fraction of alignment out, but we've got antenna and stuff to put in, so they can be used to cover up all of these little misdemeanors. And then, I mean, that is a very similar angle right there. I mean, I can do that. That's actually, is that probably better? Is that better? I think that's better. Right, let's go to there, then come across. Get rid of those triangles so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so it only has to lean that amount. So I'm going to base it on that piece. And then there. And this is, what did I say it was? The 5th one up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we replace that one. Go up to there. Get the wall. Okay, so that will have to be pulled back. Yeah, that's going to have to be moved back because it is not in the right place. Let's remove. Right. So more triangles. I think that probably puts it about right. Two, three. Oops. Four. I did just manage to get another. I've got another random floating piece of stuff somewhere. I mean, I've already tracked down and removed one, but apparently I've got another one I now need to go and find. Right, so there you go. That again, that just gives us that little lip, but that's not a problem. That goes there, but we can sort that out after. Remove that. Okay, for whatever reason, that did not like. There we go, got it. So we've now got most of that shape sorted, and we'll just repeat it for this third one. Let's have a look, because that stands out. It probably wants to be a bit further out, because yeah, that's yeah. So again, we'll end up having to do some triangles in a moment. This time I'm going to lift the triangles up. Like so. And then, there you go. One, two, three, 4, 5. Then we can remove those, remove that. That did not work. To there. Then again we grab a wall. And that gives us our final deck. Obviously I'm going to shuffle these pieces along, tidy stuff up, and that obviously is going to be shifted. It's going to be shifted apparently. It's going to be moved backwards a bit as well. So that gives you an idea to how we are. Now if I do a quick save, and let's go into camera mode, get some light on the situation. Obviously a lot of scaffolding. So I will, before the next one, I will get all this finished and tidied on this side. I will get a start on the other side. That will then mean we will be looking at finishing the engines off, because I was actually going to do more on the engines today and kind of got lost in amongst everything. But we've got the 3 primaries in, with our uber big bits, so the big lab light stuff, just short of about 8 times the size, I would say, as opposed to the maximum 9. And then the bits inserted, so I'll then have the other engines inside there, and we'll see about closing that section off, possibly using, I don't have any left, do I have any big? No, I removed all the walls. I removed all the big walls, but yes, we'll get all that sealed in and see how that looks once we've done that. And of course, once we've got the top bit done and the back's done, we'd then be looking at building where the bridge is, which means I can then put the other teleporter in, and we can drop the bits, and then we've got the decoration bits. Anyone who did see that video, I cannot remember the guy's name, but like I say, I know Mike dropped the links in a couple of Discords. The way that he added lighting effects, it's not until you get close up that you realize what he used, and it's actually a very simple technique. And unlike on a Corvette build, I can actually do a proper wire glitch in, which means I'll be able to position the light bar, which is that one. Excuse me. Right, I want it that way round. That way round. So yeah, I mean, basically because of the limitations of Corvette building, all you could do was place the stuff down, and then when you... wrong button. But it does look like, from a distance, you've got some kinds of like window. So with that being submerged into the framework of the ship, you wouldn't see the frame around the lights, you'd just see the pieces of light. Plus, I might use a few light blocks with them being square and just insert them so they literally just pop up a little bit, sticking through the surface. And doing that. So that has been me building for today. Thanks for everyone for being here, and yeah, now you know all about the care of your Imperial walkers and what to look for, and make sure it's in good health. I will catch everyone next week, and we shall fly off into the sunset. Actually, I'm not sure if it's sunset or not, but it's nuts for showing in the image. But again, I can just... So there you go. Imperial walkers in space. It's just nuts. But like I say, I only spent, maybe half an hour tops on doing this for a giggle. I just thought, if I'm going to continue a Star Wars build, I need a Star Wars Corvette. And like I say, I'm going to do another Star Trek build at some point. So the question is, what should my Corvette look like? Because obviously I will have to have a Star Trek themed Corvette. Answers on a postcard. And I will catch everybody later on. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Prometheus. Oh, cheers. Or I want you to build a Nostromo. Catch you later, everyone.